Straps like on some like 50 Shades shit, like being like hung up, like tied to the ceiling. Like that was he's a freaky one.
What was that, like some at home setup? Or like they had to pay for some shit like that?
No, it was like a little at home setup.
Okay. Like. What is going on, guys? We are back with episode 19. This is the first episode I remembered because I just edited episode 18. So episode 19 is DominicanJonn with another show, DominicanJonnDrinks. We got some special drinks. We got some special guests. And who are we here with today?
I'm Eslih Owusu, professional boxer out of Camp Get Right in Worcester. And I just want to give a quick little shout out in the camera. Shout out TTG. Shout out Sugar Factory.
What's that?
You know, these are they're illegal. They're a few of my sponsors. Shout out Camp Get Right in Worcester, Mass. And Eat at Tandoori's Chicken, gluten free.
I didn't see it. Let me see. It's on the bag, a little. Yeah. Oh, okay, stickers. Okay. I was like, what's on the bag? Is it like custom made and shit? Like, what's up, man? Represent. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You got 3 different items here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna try all 3 different of them. Let me know what it is. Pick one up and tell me why you got them, why we have them here, what's the significance of it.
Okay, so this right here, it's palm wine. I mean, so it's a pretty popular drink back in Ghana, where I'm from. I mean, elder Ghanaians, they're really big on alcohol, but like I'm a boxer, so I don't really drink as much. So it's just some wine. Indulge in a little wine.
Are you in training right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what else we got?
And then here we have Malta Guinness. This is like the Ghana version. I know you guys have. I know there's like Malta Goya.
Okay.
We got the Guinness malts. And this one, I picked this one because back when I fought in Ghana, I got really sick. And I was just like slamming a bunch of malts, drinking a lot of malt, and I feel like that low-key maybe helped.
Really? And then what's the last one? The same thing?
Yeah. This is it's just a different type of malt, Alvaro, a different type of malt.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, it's a lot sweeter.
You fought in Ghana?
Yeah, fought twice over there down in Ghana.
And how'd that end up? Knockout, full fight? What?
The first one ended in a TKO, and the last one it was a unanimous decision.
Oh, you fought multiple times out there?
Twice. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Listen, let's crack these. Are these twisties? Do you know they're twisties? No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't think these ones are. No, I think you gotta
crack them. Oh shit, we're gonna crack these bad boys with. I got. What I got? Ooh. Listen, Dominicans open it every way possible. Let's see if I got it. Right on camera. There you go.
Yeah.
That's number 1. The Maltas, they should be twisties, right?
They should be.
That's how we does it out here. We're gonna play no games. I'll keep this on the side just in case. So, do you drink these straight? Were these in the fridge already? They feel cold.
Yeah, they're in the fridge already.
Okay, so cheers.
Cheers.
It's my first time drinking palm wine from Ghana. And you've had these before?
Yeah, I've had these.
Okay. Let's see. That is not bad. That's not bad at all. Listen, I seen the bottle when I Googled it, and I was like, oh, it's white. I was like, cool. Maybe I should get some of these.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's in it. I know it's like fermented something. Yeah, it goes through the fermentation process.
So where'd you end up finding these since the other place was closed?
There's another like African store market on it's over close to the Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Ghanaian area in Worcester? Like, are you guys like populated in the east, the south, the north? Is there a little strip where a bunch of Ghana stores are?
I mean, there's some like little stores here and there, like a lot of restaurants here and there, but I don't know. I don't think there's like one like location or one that I could think of that's really just packed with them.
Alright. You got any other questions? Anything you want to say?
No, I think that's it.
Let's get into it, my boy. Listen, we are in down the DMs. Any kind of topic on fan mentions, gossip or rumors mentioned on social media. I grab whatever I see. Like I said, it relates to you somewhat. Sometimes it's just dope-ass topics that I want to talk about with somebody that relates to me. And I just need someone to talk to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have a fucking podcast. I can talk to people about it. Do you know who Francis Ngannou is?
Yeah. The UFC fighter, right?
Yeah, alright, cool. So we got a little bit of the show real quick.
Sponsorship, a right of a sponsorship, which we've been ripped off. We can't have sponsorship. I have for health insurance, couldn't have. I asked for a fighter, for a fighter advocate, somebody in the board meeting who will advocate for a fighter. I asked for that. I couldn't have those stuff that I asked for,
Mm.
you know. But I just wanted to know that there is something that I do want, and I also want them to take that at least in consideration. You know.
Do you know anything about this topic of fighter pay and then, boxers, UFC fighters not getting what they deserve and all that stuff?
Yeah, I feel like UFC fighters mainly are largely underpaid.
Okay.
I mean, like, especially compared to boxing, I feel like boxers get paid a lot more.
Are you happy with what you're getting paid and the level you're at right now?
Yeah, I'm good with what I'm getting paid. But yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Like, there's a lot of business behind like boxing that people don't know about. Just like people trying to be shady, like, people fighting over purses. But yeah.
So when I was at your last fight, a lot of injuries happened that night.
Yeah.
People popped their shoulders. I think someone's toenail came off, which you can't really do anything about the toenail.
Yeah.
And I talked to one of the boxers, and he was like, "Yo, bro, this is it's about your training, it's about your conditioning, and these guys came unprepared, and they all got fucked up." What do you think about that? Do you think that's true? Like, these guys didn't train well, and they just came for the payday, and they just got injured like idiots, or is it just a freak accident? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that work for you guys?
I mean, it depends. Like, I really don't think it's fair to say, like, it was just them not training and getting fucked up, because shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like, even me, before I fought on that November 5th card, too. Before I fought, right before the fight, when I was getting my hands wrapped, my coach kind of, like, my hand got cut, and I was, like, leaking. Like, I'm just really bad with blood. I don't like blood, I don't like gore, so, like, that was kind of a thing that, it's stuff like that happens all the time. It threw me off,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But it just happens.
How do you overcome something like that? Are you undefeated?
No,
What's
not
your
one
record?
loss. Nine was one loss.
9-1 loss. Oh, 9-1,
Yeah.
that's fire. One early or one recently?
It was pretty recent. It was 2 fights. I'm gonna say I had 2 wins, and then right before that, I took a loss. Yeah.
What do you got to say to the people that are on a little streak, feel like they're on top of the world, and then one day, you know what I'm saying, that L comes and you just got to learn from it, you know what I'm saying? Any advice on that?
Yeah, like, it hurts. Like, for me, like, it hurt a lot, because, boxing is just really big on pushing that undefeated record. But, at the end of the day, it is really not the end of the world. Like, if you really believe in yourself and you really enjoy what you're doing, that's really what you want to do. Just keep pushing, keep pushing.
What got you into boxing? Why are you a boxer?
It's funny, because I have an older brother. My older brother's real big. He's like 6'5", maybe 300, almost 300 pounds. So we used to fight a lot, just like over little stupid shit. Like, he was like kind of a bully. Like, last big, we would fist fight over, and he would end up beating me up all the time because he was so much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, one day I just told my parents, I'm like, yeah, I just want to box. So my dad brought me to the gym, and because he knew my coach. My dad knew my coach for a long time. He's kind of like family. So he brought me to the gym. I started training. My coach told my dad that, I was pretty good. I was learning fast, and like, I didn't want to fight at all. I just wanted to learn how to fight so I could beat up my older brother.
Yeah.
But after I just started sparring, I was doing good. My coach was like, yeah, you're gonna fight, and just from there, just followed the sport.
The mindset of beating your older brother up in, like, getting gloves and beat him up, or beat him up like that as putting hands on him?
I wanted to put hands on him. I wanted to
Okay.
beat him up.
Yeah, I had the same situation with my brother. I'm not gonna lie. And he's not even bigger than me. I'm bigger than him. That was just softer. You ever taken like Taekwondo or anything like that?
No.
Do you fuck with the martial arts, and like we were talking about UFC? Do you fuck with all the little grappling and wrestling and jiu-jitsu type stuff?
I do fuck with it. I like to watch it, but personally, I don't think I could do it. Like, just if somebody like kicked me in my head or like elbowed me, I don't know. I think it would just get personal for me.
What do you think about YouTuber Jake Paul going from boxing to UFC, and now learning all that bullshit?
I mean, I support it. I mean, I don't hate on the man. I feel like he's in a position to do like pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like he's pretty smart with picking his opponents. So I think he has a good idea of what he's doing.
Do you guys get to choose your opponents at a young?
Because
I know when a promoter's like, oh, I need someone that's 120, and then you're like, yeah, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if anything else in the background happens.
Yeah, kind of, because once you have your weight class, you know, there are opponents that I know you can like send a contract to, and if they accept it, then you guys can fight.
Like on the separate side, and then go to a promoter and be like, hey, we're already locked in. If you guys want to fucking sign us up.
But me, I have a manager, and I let my manager, my coach, just handle all that.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, they just give me an opponent. Yes, you want to fight? Yes or no? What do you think? Most of the time, they say yes. So.
Dope. This is part 2.
I'm like, yes, I can pay my health insurance. At this point, health insurance for me is not a problem, you know. But how about those guys that still at the bottom make 10 plus 10 or lose a fight, make 10? They can really afford that health insurance.
So this is a guy that apparently was going to be the GOAT of the UFC, and he just left the UFC. The man has left the UFC recently, did not want to take the next fight because he's looking for, like he said in the first part, health insurance. He's looking for sponsorships. That's what I was going to ask you the first time. How do you feel about also the UFC fighters not being able to get like Off-White or Louis or, you know what I'm saying, those type of brands to pay them directly? They have to literally wear, I think there was one time that they were all wearing like the Rock sneakers, and someone was like, yo, the Rock sneakers are fucking trash. Like, the UFC is making us all wear this shit. No one wants to wear this shit.
Yeah, I think it's super wrong. I feel like there's just a lot of like promoters and people like that getting greedy, because a lot of the times, like even with me, I've noticed that like I get like after you already have like a set purse, a set like amount you're supposed to get paid, but then after there's all these hidden fees that they don't tell you about that they deduct. So, yeah, it's really.
How you looking at with sponsorships here locally as a smaller boxer coming up?
Me, it is hard to get sponsors. I mean, especially if you're not fighting like locally. You know, it's a little easier if you're local, but I mean, a lot of people don't really follow boxing like the other sports. So you're going around, you know, asking for sponsors. They don't really be into it, but a lot of people do support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like friends and family, or friends of family, or like you're actually going like store to store and be like, hey, I'm a boxer from the city. Like, will you support me? I
go store to store. Like,
yeah, okay.
Me, especially when I'm fighting in Worcester, I'm going all around. I'm going every store. Till I get a yes, I get a yes. But there's a lot of people. I go to more so to people I'm like more familiar with.
Okay.
Like, I get Julie from Asmar, so I go to Asmar. I'll talk to him, and you know he's familiar with me, so he'll work with me, just and things like that.
Nope. Listen, Dazn in 2021 lost Widens to $2.3 billion. Before we get to the topic I wanted to get to, you know who Jermaine Ortiz is?
Yeah,
clearly.
Yeah.
So Jermaine kind of gave me like the little aspect of, you know, like black people go to this company and more Spanish people are in this company.
Yeah.
And, you know, the white people are in this company. Would you ever sign with whatever company? Like, what company would you sign with if you had the chance to sign with?
Personally, I would go with, I don't know, I want to say...
Are you technical with stuff like that, or would you take any deal? Like,
I would take, whatever deal, like, makes the most sense for me. I would go with my coach and my manager. But I feel like, just from, like, hearsay, what I hear around, I feel like I've heard, like, rumors about, like, maybe a PBC or a Top Rank, like, treating their fighters the best almost.
Yeah.
Or, like, Top Rank paying the most.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I only watch like Top Rank fights. I don't really watch all the other companies. How do you feel about having 4 different belts in your weight class? Someone was talking mad shit about you guys on TikTok. I was gonna download the video. I was like, nah, he went crazy.
I don't think it's bad. Like, I don't think 4 belts is bad.
But the point of that is that like if the Zone has a belt and then Top Rank has a belt and these guys never see each other for 4 or 5 years, and then eventually down the line they're like, okay, now we'll give them the chance, like stuff like that.
I feel like that, I feel like, you know, the fact that they make it so hard for these top guys to fight each other, I think that really ruins the sport. But I don't think it's bad having 4 belts. I feel like it's a really good build-up for, like, a super fight. But
I'm not gonna lie, you guys have, I mean, Boxing Generation or organization has probably like 1 million boxers, you know what I'm saying? You can't not have multiple, you know. And then you got the people that go undisputed and shit and fuck everything up. So the reason I said this is, because Dazn is doing our social media boxing events. You ever seen the social media boxing events?
I've seen a couple of them.
There's like the KSIs and the Slims and all that stuff. So this article came out recently, and then they just had an event the other day in the UK with all the UK YouTubers and American YouTubers. And this is what do you know who this guy is? EddieHearn, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, so EddieHearn's over here talking about them.
That's why you should have a little bit more respect for the people doing it, because it's not celebrity basketball.
Yeah, but
they're not
also,
interfering with the NBA. You got to have respect for these guys.
Let's take a minute to say these guys are doing proper camps. They're doing proper training. And you know what I saw on Saturday night?
What?
I saw some okay boxing. Right?
Yeah, like SaltPapi.
Yeah, SaltPapi can fight. SaltPapi's my favourite.
Oh, mine.
I want to turn
He's the most skillful.
I want to turn SaltPapi pro.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, when did you start boxing again?
I started when I was 14.
14? Do you know who SaltPapi is?
I know who SaltPapi is.
Oh, okay, dope. I was
fights.
expecting you didn't know who SaltPapi was, so I can kind of make it more emphasizable that YouTuber that just started boxing 2 years ago could possibly get a contract with Dazn just because they're making the money, first of all, because they're doing it through Dazn. But this guy's like, oh, I seen SaltPapi. I want to make him pro.
No, I seen the fight, and I know he's just saying that because SaltPapi, just like the YouTubers especially, they bring a lot of attention to boxing, and they're probably making him a lot of money. But I've seen him fight. Like, I don't know. I don't think he should turn pro. I think that's crazy.
I think it's crazy too. I mean, he needs a little bit of competition, and I said it on my videos. I was like, yo, SaltPapi's a little confident. He's gonna get knocked out one day, and you guys are gonna be very disappointed. But this is the organizer of fucking Dazn. Like, yeah, man, I seen free boxing, and I want to make this guy pro. So you got people like you working since you were 14, kids working since they were 9, and all these organizations and stuff. And you got the top dog over here at Dazn. Like, yeah, look at these YouTubers. They've been going at it for 2 years. Fuck it. Let me give them a whole fucking deal, and put them on a real card.
Yeah, he's
making real money.
He's probably putting a lot of money in his pockets.
100%. Those guys love it, bro. Even the YouTubers right now, bro, they're getting like 15K, 20K, bro, on their first fight. Like, they're like, yo, we need someone to fight this guy. They're like, yo, they look for anybody that has like 3, 4, 5 million followers, and they're just sending them all that looks like in their weight class. I'm like, yo, we'll give you like $15,000 to fight this guy.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me.
Would you ever do celebrity boxing?
I would.
Since you watched it, you know the Pineda guy that fought KSI last time?
Yeah, I see that.
He came back. He's still in his little league, and I'm pretty sure he's making more money than he would ever make in Mexico and shit. You know?
Yeah.
So it's a win-win. I told Jermaine. Jermaine said the same thing. He's like, yeah, man, I'll do celebrity boxing. I'll get into it. I don't go fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. If the money's right, I'll do it.
But you getting into boxing, this not happening in the past, did you ever think we'd be in the world where YouTubers are selling out arenas and getting streams, and the guy from Dazn saying, I want to make this guy pro?
As a boxer, I think it's crazy. I think it's just crazy how watching these YouTubers like headline like real boxing like fight cards,
big ass arenas.
Yeah, and like getting paid like more than most boxers. I think it's crazy. But I mean, at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't be surprised because, you know, all the time when, you know, you get with your friends, you're younger, you know, throw some gloves on. The guys might box each other, just slap each other up. Like, I think it's a regular thing. I think, I'm not surprised that it happens.
I gave it to him before, you know, the Jake Paul trash talk in the beginning because, you know, Jake Paul was doing his own thing on his own. Yeah. But now that, you know, we got a whole lineup, these guys, they started their own company and their own belt. So the same belts that I just talked about, there's 4 belts in your weight class. Now there's a belt for social media. And these guys were like 1-0 holding the belt. There's not like an actual like champion. You know what I'm saying? They just one day said, all right, guys, today's the belt for this weight class. Today's the belt for this weight class. And you guys are 1-0 and you own the belt. And now you're going to have to defend your belt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess that's how it had to start anyways in every other company as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you know, the whole world knows that Dazn is looking to sign YouTubers as real boxers instead of just keeping them. He's making money, clearly. Yeah. He could just keep him on that side. But for him to say something like this, I feel like he's taking him a little too serious.
Yeah, he might get SaltPapi hurt.
He's definitely going to get SaltPapi hurt. I mean, none of these guys, I mean, I don't know what they've done in their life, but, you know, a lot of people have not professionally been working out their whole lives, then, you know, the matchmaking in the first few fights is usually bumps.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You ready for the next segment?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You haven't finished that? I already finished mine.
This
is smooth. Not gonna lie, palm, wine, I fuck with it. You said this is like Malta?
Yep.
Oh, it is a Malta.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said Guinness malt, I thought you were drinking like some Colt 45 type shit. I was like, okay. I was like, that's what I was telling you. I was like, yeah, beer or wine. I was like, damn, I'll probably take beer over wine any day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me crack this so I can. That's it. Nope.
Oh, that's just stuff.
That's how you know it's official. If they're not fucking twisties, bad. Malta from Ghana, right?
From Ghana.
Malta from Ghana, guys. Yep, tastes like Malta. I fuck with it. No regrets.
Huh?
And you said you were sick once and you just drank this and you felt better?
Took a ton of those back to back. I feel like it gave me the strength to go perform still.
That's fire. Listen, we're in Doggy Down talking about relationships of the week and who flopped, explaining the story and feeding my opinion and asking my guests about their opinion and what they would do in this situation. Listen, do you know who Blueface and Chrisean Rock is?
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I'm tired of talking about them. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it. These guys are my topic of every week. And I'm not tired of talking about them anymore. She posted, guess how many heartbeats? So apparently, Chrisean Rock is officially pregnant. The other day she posted, well, she didn't post. She was on a podcast where she said she killed 3 of those. Talking about kids, like, you know, abortions and stuff. All that good stuff. And she's like, yeah, I wasn't ready, but, you know, I think I'm ready now. Blueface, on the other hand, said it's not a Blueface baby. So he's talking this shit. There's a little chain of tweets right here. Blueface stopped tweeting like a little bitch. And then she retweeted something that's old that says, nigga, is you dumb? And then don't be the first person on social media to hurt me. So we got a woman that doesn't believe she's pregnant. She is pregnant, apparently. She's in the hospital right now, posting Instagram stories and stuff. And Blueface is not taking care of his future baby. What do you think about this public relationship, their business aspect, their everything? What do you have as an opinion as these guys, for these guys?
I think they put just too much like of their relationship out on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, Blueface doesn't look really happy with her. If I was Blueface, I don't think I would want any part of that kid either. I don't think I would believe it was mine either, because you know, you see how miserable some guys be, like picking the wrong baby moms. Like, nah, I would not want no part of that either. You see how crazy Chrisean is.
You got any babies?
No.
No. You single man?
It's
complicated.
Yeah, complicated. Yeah, but yeah.
You ever had a crazy girl like this?
Yeah, actually.
You been aired out? I'm talking about a few guys lately about getting aired out on social media.
Yeah, I have actually, but mine was more like, you know like a Finsta is?
Mm-hmm.
Like the spam page on, yeah, it was like on a Finsta, so it wasn't as bad, but still, like, it was kind of embarrassing.
Embarrassing? Why? What happened?
Cause I just like, I don't like attention. Like, I'm very like low key, laid back. Yeah, and like name dropped and everything. Just wrote this huge paragraph. Like, you know how high schools are. Like, you know, I went through the whole high school. It was so embarrassing. Like, I didn't want no part of that.
So you always been a quiet person, you're saying? How old are you?
22 now.
Oh, okay, cool. So like, okay. So you always been a quiet person since high school, you're saying?
Yeah, I've always been that way.
Quiet, low key.
Yeah.
And what do you think about social media relationships being private compared to being not this public, but do you believe people should be private relationships if they want to be private, or do you, like, if you're trying to slide in a girl's DMs who's saying that she's an alpha woman, she's independent, and you're like, oh, you're beautiful, but she denies you, and you denies your boy, then denies your cousin, denies your, your other brother's cousin, sister, mother, and you're like, what's wrong with this girl? And then you realize that she's actually fucking with somebody, but you didn't know she's fucking with somebody. She's just posting bikini photos, she's acting like she's single, she acting like you can slide, but you really can't slide because she has a man. What do you think about private relationships when, as a man that's looking to, search the world?
I think I think it's good to keep your relationship like pretty private because I feel like too much like if it's too out there, just like people and their opinions, everyone always has something to say. I feel like that can sometimes ruin a relationship. But I don't think you should be too private, like just like almost a secret, like nobody knows you're in a relationship. I don't think that's good because again, like you said, like you have a million people hitting up your girl, nobody wants that.
A little sense of security, man. That's all we really want. You have a man, post his hand, bro. Just post his hand and we'll leave you alone. Some people won't leave you alone, but most of us will leave you alone.
Yeah. And everybody wants a little love.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone wants to be appreciated.
Even in their private relationships, they want the DMs, but who am I to say?
Yeah, you can post a little no face, no case.
No face, no case. That's all I want, bro. No face, no case, but it's guaranteed that you're locked in. That's all I want to know. If you tell me you're locked in, you tell me you're locked in. You ready for this clip?
Let's see it.
Actually, what's the freakiest thing you ever done before I show you this clip?
Freakiest thing? I don't know. I don't be into no crazy, kinky,
You're a regular guy?
butt eating. You said what?
You're regular degular?
Regular, like no crazy butt eating, sucking toes, no.
What's the craziest thing you ever heard of? Like from one of your boys. You don't have to say the name, but like.
From one of my boys, the craziest thing I ever heard was like those like little roof straps like on some like 50 Shades shit, like being like hung up, like tied to the ceiling. Like that was Yeah, he's a freaky one.
What was that, like some at-home setup? Or like they had to pay for some shit like that?
No, it was like a little at-home setup.
Okay.
Like,
that's fire.
Like on some 50 Shades, had a little room where they had like little couple things you got at the Adam and Eve store.
Yeah. But you got some freaky deaky guys. Alright, I fuck with that. Listen, do you know who YungMiami is?
No.
City Girls?
I've heard that name. Yes, I know City Girls.
Okay, cool. Let's watch the video.
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shot if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you, pee on you everywhere. You like it?
I just like it.
You do? Freak. Freak of the week, huh? So you say take a shot. You say take a shot?
Golden showers, my boy. YungMiami is with PeeDiddy right now. I'm guessing you do know who PeeDiddy is.
I know PeeDiddy.
Alright, cool. So PeeDiddy is, I'm guessing she's a side piece because PeeDiddy just had a kid. And then there was an Asian girl that was posting PeeDiddy the whole time that he was talking to YungMiami, and she's not the one with the kid. So he had a little girl, he had a baby with another girl, and then he's always been posting YungMiami. So I guess they're the official one publicly. The Asian girl was posting by herself. PeeDiddy never really posted her, and it just came out that he had a kid like a month ago. So in the 9 months of him flirting and talking to these trio of women, probably more women, this is what's going on. But I'm guessing PeeDiddy is the one that's pissing all over her. This is what golden showers is, man. You ever heard of golden showers? I had to Google it.
Nah, I've heard of golden showers.
You heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of golden showers.
Okay, that's a topic of conversation with the boys?
No, it's just like when that whole like R. Kelly thing was going on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when
they claim that the girls like golden showers?
Golden showers, yeah.
Okay, the whole R. Kelly thing. Cool.
Yeah. I think I seen it on like an episode of the Boondocks. Like, you know, the Boondocks, the little cartoon. Yeah, I think I heard it on that episode.
Fuck with the Boondocks.
Yeah.
So, a lot of things happen. What my question to this topic is, in the celebrity game, and there's stuff that's happened with Black China, where she signs people's NDAs and then kidnaps them for like 48 hours and then does the most randomest shit in their back shed. T.I. and his wife has had little allegations where they drug people when they go to parties and they take them to a back room and it's him and his wife doing freaky things to the kid. Oh, I hope not kids, but to the people. The R. Kelly shit. They're saying Trey Songz is on a level to he's about to be the next R. Kelly in the next 5-10 years. Golden showers. People said when you make so much money and you fuck so many girls and fuck so many guys that the regular degular stuff gets boring and stuff like this happens. Do you believe, have you ever heard any of the crazy stories from celebrities?
No, yeah, I hear some of the allegations, the crazy allegations. Yeah, especially with Trey Songz too. I heard there's a couple on him too. Like, I hear some of them. Do
you believe like what is going on in these bed situations that you're like, damn, like these people really doing shit like that? Like, what have you heard?
I believe it. Like, I believe it. I hear like crazy like rape allegations, like with Trey Songz and like the whole R. Kelly thing. I do believe it, but I don't know if it's more so like them just fucking so many girls. I think it might be a part of like how they came up, because they came into the industry like really young, and a lot of the times you hear about them like experiencing like some crazy traumatic things like on the come up. So I think that maybe have a part to do with it. I don't know if it's. I don't think anybody will get tired of fucking girls.
You think guys like the Trey Songz and Chris Brown need to rape women? At the end of the day, they get women, so why would they need to get into that level?
I do feel that way sometimes, but I don't know. You never want to like, you know, say somebody's lying about something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially when there's more than one. But I do feel that way. Like they wouldn't need to.
I felt like they didn't need to until I seen the last thing that Trey Songz got hit with was he was at like a yacht party and he just went up to a random girl and like just pulled her like bikini off, like top. And then she sued him and said, oh, this is like sexual harassment or whatever, sexual assault. And I'm like, okay, now I see that the man's a little too confident, think he could just pull titties out in front of everybody. Maybe in private, she would say, yeah, but in front of everybody, that's kind of weird. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so these guys a little, you know, think they're the shit and they can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm like, okay, now I agree. But everything else, I'm like, I think, what was it, Chris Brown's last one was some girl said something about raping. And in reality, she was texting him like, oh, you really don't want to be with me no more? Like, whatever, like, you sure? And then she went out with allegations, but she was like, I love you, like, a few days later. Like, I'll drop this if you just come hang out with me again. So they're doing it for the money. They're doing it to defame them. They're doing it to ruin their lives. Yeah. And then when people come out, you can't really... Then you got people like, who's the old man? The Cosby guy.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying? At a certain age, I feel like... Just let the man die in peace, you know? Because the man's already like 80 years old.
Yeah, no cap.
He got freed, but he just got another like 5-10 cases the other day that I was just reading about. I was like, what are you guys trying to do with this man? Like, just spend the last 5 years in jail when he dies? Like, he's already old, he's blind, he's fucking, what do you call it? Melting, bro. He's already old, you know what I'm saying? He's already dead.
Why free him just to slap one another?
Doesn't make any sense.
Same thing, yeah.
You guys see anything else in your life? Your favorite actor, your favorite has disappointed you, favorite artist, favorite anything?
The Michael Jackson allegations was one that really hurt. That was one that really hurt because Michael Jackson was always like a big favorite of mine growing up. My parents used to always listen to Michael Jackson. So I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't believe he did anything to those kids.
But the kid, there's one of the kids that were like always backstage with him that tells his story and says it never happened. Like he chose to be there and loved it, like a older brother, older dad, or something like that. And then, I don't know. And then they did it. I remember the Michael Jackson thing, because Michael Jackson died, and then right after, they dropped all the allegations. I'm like, how you going to let this guy not die in peace, but you didn't do it before he died? That doesn't make any sense. And I realized there's probably cases that aren't processed already, where you probably don't see them until people are like, oh, Michael Jackson died, and then all the fucking articles start popping up. Which is how like trends happen and shit, you know?
Makes sense.
But yeah. So yeah, YungMiami likes getting pissed on. You have any opinions on would you ever piss on a woman? Or opinions on women that like kinky stuff like that?
I think it's weird, like, but would I do it? I feel like I'd be down. I'd probably piss on somebody.
I feel like in the shower, maybe, you know what I'm saying, if I had to piss and she says do it, I wouldn't mind not doing it because we're in the shower, but not like dry.
Yeah, not like on like your bed or anything crazy like that.
That's fucking weird. Cause then your bed smells like piss, whatever smells like the floor piss, the carpet, pillow, like you're gonna throw everything away. It just doesn't make any sense. Which is why I think it's called golden showers, because I'm pretty sure it's in the shower or the bathtub. Anything else you want to add?
No. So.
Weird situations. Girls are very different in this very lifestyle. Generation is very different. The rich people are completely different today. I can tell you that. Listen, my boy. Where we at? We are in the Double D segment, referring to any females that's popping that week, growing, blowing up. Not about her features, but referring to the female empowerment in a funny way and or promoting a female in different ways. Did you know there was another victim in the TakeOff murder?
No.
Like, TakeOff got shot and then someone else got shot.
No.
So because TakeOff was the one that died and was main topic, there was actually another girl that got shot in the back of her head that has never been covered. So I made her my queen of the night, and to tell her story, and she's alive to tell her story, which is very, very crazy to me. Have you ever been shot, stabbed?
No, never.
Have you ever had a traumatic experience, like a friend or a family member calling you in situations like that?
I mean, yeah, I've like uncles that have been shot or stabbed, and like, but it wasn't really like traumatic for me because I was really young when that went on. But I mean, yeah, maybe like a near death experience that could compare. I don't know.
Exactly. So I had my ex-girlfriend once got punched in the face and her nose broken, and she didn't know what she was doing in the hospital off the pills and shit, and gushing blood all over her face, just randomly FaceTime like this, like a regular day. And it's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh look, someone's calling me. Boop. And I just see blood everywhere. I'm like, what? Like my heart stopped. I was about to start crying, bro. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That happened, and then my grandma's husband got shot when I was younger, and we had to go to New York and just see him in the hospital, like almost paralyzed type of. But he ended up recovering from it. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to situations like that, do you have anything to say about you know? Have you ever lost anybody at a young age? Anybody that friends, family?
Yeah, I have a little cousin that I got shot. And he passed away when he was 16, I believe.
Local?
So, yeah, local.
How did that make you feel? Were you how old were you if you were 16?
I was 18. I was a little older, so like 18. So
do you pray or do anything during those boxing events that you're like, I'm doing this shit for you, next fight's on you, this next win is on you, like anybody like that, like grandpa or something like that, or that cousin?
Yeah, very early, especially very early on. I used to dedicate a lot of fights to my little cousin, to my grandparents, because both on my mom's side they both passed away, so I dedicate a lot to them. But yeah, but more so to like the family I have now, to the friends I have too. You know, just to be in a position to be able to take care of them, and for me, both me and my opponent to make it out the ring alive. So
you pray for your opponent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like that. That's dope. Did you at age 16, could you see a potential in your cousin? Like, did you know where he was going? Was he going down the right path? Did you know he was gonna do something good in his life?
I know. I didn't really know, because when I was at that age, I didn't really think so much about. I was more like in the moment. I didn't really think so much about heavily into the future down the line. Yeah.
You never know, because you know there's artists that start off young, and you're like, oh shit, at 16 he was making music videos and working with these people, doing features with these people. Boxers as well, you know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of boxers that when at a young age you guys are in a lot of tournaments and traveling a lot, so you're like, oh, you know, this guy was very quiet, but in reality this guy was knocking people's heads out every single day, you know? What else? I don't know. Young entrepreneurs, bro. I used to sell, trade sneakers back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like things like that where you're like, oh, this kid could have done this, or you know, this kid could have done that. You know what I'm saying? You ever had that? You never had that energy with your cousin? You don't remember?
No, he did used to rap, but you know, was
he good?
He was good. He was good. We had like but at the time it was more so just like you know, just messing around, you know, having fun. He had a lot of energy. He was, you know, good personality. So, I mean, there was potential there. So,
yeah. Let's get into it. So, it's a miracle. Second victim in shooting that killed rapper TakeOff. Share story in. Apparently, when Migos rapper TakeOff was shot and killed outside downtown Houston bowling alley late last year, many people didn't realize he wasn't the only victim. So this is SYDNEYLEDAY. Are you a Migos fan, TakeOff fan?
Yeah, I'm a TakeOff fan. I thought he was the best one actually before he passed away.
What's your favorite song?
By the Migos, TakeOff. I like he has a single that I really liked. What was it called? I can't think of the name of it. What was it called?
Sing it to me.
It was like I liked what's the name? How did it go to? Let me see. I know I have it on my playlist. I got you right now.
A TakeOff song or a Migos song?
TakeOff.
Alright.
Cause he had on my album, a solo album that I liked. The Last Rocket, that's what that album was called. Yeah.
What's it called?
Casper, I like Casper.
That's your favorite song?
Yeah, but just TakeOff, yeah.
Listen. You haven't been in a situation like this, but in a situation like this, so the real story hasn't come out yet, but apparently TakeOff wasn't part of the confrontation. It was a Quavo and a group of other people with a group of other people. Would you take like that weight on your shoulders if like you and your boys were in a situation and you started something and he ended up passing away for your aggressive actions?
Yeah.
But you're not the aggressive one, you said, right?
Yeah, no. But if I did start something and someone if I was there present and I started something and someone else got injured because of it, I would definitely feel at fault for that.
In this situation, would you blame Quavo? Did you read the story? Do you know anything about this?
No, I didn't read the story, no.
Oh, okay. Apparently, Quavo started the argument. This was on the side, and TakeOff was like a victim from like, what do they call those? Like just like a regular citizen on the side that got hit by accident, and the accident ended up his life. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, I tell a lot of people I pick and choose like who I go out with.
Yeah.
Because you never know whatever situation it may be, and especially if it's including alcohol, you don't want to just be out with anybody. And then the other day, I had a whole argument with somebody that was like, when I go out, like let's say we all go out in one car, we just met.
Yeah.
But fuck it, we went out on a Saturday night to wherever. Me and you are now in like a little close circle of the night. Like, I'm here with you.
Yeah.
Whatever my boys do at the same location I'm at, I'm not jumping in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if they went solo with another group of people and they didn't come with me,
yeah,
and we end up going to the same location, not knowing we're supposed to be in the same location, if they start brawling out, I can't jump into the brawl because I'm chilling with you, and then I'm going to put you in that situation when you shouldn't have to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everyone thought I was wrong for that. I was like, why would I be wrong for that if I'm with my cousin, I'm with my brother, I'm with my dad, whatever situation it may be, I'm not going to jump into a situation and then put their lives at stake. What do you think about that?
I mean, I agree. I feel like it just really depends on who you're with and like the other people that you know how close you are with them. If it's like a group of people that I was close with and maybe we just, took separate cars and I would probably end up jumping in.
Yeah.
But if unless I was with somebody, maybe I came with like my little brother or like I had a little cousin, someone that just I didn't really want in harm's way. Like I feel like couldn't really defend themselves properly.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to jump in, no.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta protect the people that you're with first.
Yeah.
And then you can go double check on them after. But whoever you're with, if there's a full brawl, they could easily roll over to your section and where you're at.
Yeah. And
you could be included and you won't be in front to protect the people that are in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
But this is her story, my boy.
It's just 2 days after Leday's 24th birthday.
I remembered what happened because when I was up the whole time after I got shot in the head, and I called my mom and told her what happened and to come.
Leday says somehow she made it down an escalator and to a friend's car who took her to the hospital. She was in a coma and intubated before she woke up.
So 2 days after her 24th birthday, what were you doing on your 24th birthday? Oh, you're 22.
22.
What were you doing on your...
On my 22nd birthday?
2 days after your 22nd birthday.
2 days after?
Yeah.
2 days after, I was... No, for this year, I was training for a fight. So...
Oh, so you weren't even outside, you were just training.
I didn't get to really do much for my birthday, yeah.
Do you think training and getting into boxing and is like, you know how you discipline yourself because you can't go outside, you have to get make weight and shit, you can't be eating crazy. Do you think that has saved you a lot in different situations that your friends have been, like if your friends have been in altercations on a Saturday night during your training camp and you're like, damn, if I wasn't in training, I would have been in that situation because I'm in training and focusing on myself, I'm not in that situation.
For sure. There's been so many times that I've been training for a fight getting ready, and I didn't want to go out. You know, and friends, oh, come on, Eslih, come on, let's go. But I end up staying, and something always happens. Like, it happens all the time.
Are you, well, I don't want to know what your standing weight is right now, but
Yeah.
when you go to, like, make weight, are you killing yourself to make that weight, or are you, like, in a way, you know, some people, like, just go in and be like, fuck it, I'm 160, I'm gonna go in at 150, not 130. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I be killing myself making the weight.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really diet. Like when I don't have a fight schedule, like I'm horrible with what I eat, and like I usually wait till the last minute too, because I hate dieting. And you know, there's not a lot of boxers, you know, locally. There's not too many.
Yeah.
Especially not with my friends. So a lot of times we go out there eating whatever. So I'm like, all right, you know, burger can't hurt. I'm eating something I shouldn't be. So yeah,
you put in the extra work the next day after you eat some fucking crazy thing?
Yeah, you have to. I kill myself.
What's the meal of the day after a fight?
After the fight? Oh, after the fight, usually I go with a burger and fries. I'm a big burger and fries.
Oh, that's all you care about? Just getting some fucking burgers and fries right after?
Yeah, I'm a burger and fries kind of guy.
And then what are you eating during your training, like, camp sessions?
During my training, I try to watch like calorie count, and like I try to hit like a certain number of protein and like fat and carbs I don't really care too much about. But I try to keep it pretty moderate, pretty low. And then like as the pounds, like the closer I get to my fight weight, like the more I cut it off, because I usually walk around like a lot heavier than my fight weight.
Yeah.
So when I get down to that fight weight, it gets real hard. Like I remember I threw up. I feel like I get sick like almost every fight, like just killing myself making a fight. Yeah, killing myself making a fight. Making the weight. I get sick almost every. Throwing up. A lot of times I'm throwing up. I get up, I start getting dizzy, like just little things like that. I feel like a lot of fighters go through it too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys fucking do that shit. What I was gonna say was, are you a meal prep guy, or are you going? You have spots that you fucking like eat salads and grilled chicken type shit?
No, I'm a meal prep guy.
Okay.
Like I do the best like with dieting and like doing what I'm supposed to when I'm just home and by myself and doing it and have everything planned out. Because if I don't, like a lot of times I'll be like, all right, fuck it, let me just stop at Chick-fil-A real quick. You know, one of these can't hurt. Versus when I have something like already prepared, I'm like, okay, like it's already there. Like now I kind of have to eat it.
You fuck with Chick-fil-A?
Oh, heavy on Chick-fil-A.
Heavy on Chick-fil-A. I'm fucking dead. One last thing is, what sponsors would you like in the future if you did sign, you know, bigger fights, bigger companies? Do you have your favorite drink? You wearing Calvin Klein bathing suit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
the white off the shades. What kind of sponsorship are we looking at?
Off-white.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of sponsors that I would love. Like Winning. They have a lot of expensive like boxing gear. I would love a sponsor from them. Or any type of, I like a lot of like clothes, or any type of expensive Louis Vuitton, Dior. If any of them ever, I would love a sponsor from anything like that.
What's Winning?
Winning is like it's a brand for boxing gear. They have a lot of like really like gloves, headgear, cups, shit like that.
Have you ever reached out to them?
No, I never tried. No.
Why not?
I feel like
you're a store guy. I don't know why you wouldn't try DM the DM guy.
Yeah, I never, because I feel like those like huge companies that sponsor those top level boxers, I feel like they won't even mind me. So I don't even try. Not yet, at least. Initiating
the DM, bro, would have them, you know, looking out for you on their private pages, and they'll be like, okay, you know, this guy's 12-1 now, 15-1 now. No, maybe I can lock in because you gave me a birthday.
It's interesting you say that, because I remember there was one time like I was just like fucking around, and I googled like the Mayweather Promotions like email, and I just shot them a little email like, oh hey, that's the Owusu, like it's my record, like I'm a boxer, and they did end up getting like an email back.
Yeah.
That was surprising, but I don't know. It didn't go anywhere. But
well, it's putting your foot in the door. You think it's not going anywhere, but they have you locked in. They have it written down, and someone's watching. If you say, "Oh, my fight's in January," they're like, "Okay, where can I watch this live?" I promise you, someone's watching. If you're reaching out to these people, if you're not reaching out to these people, you're just a regular boxer that no one gives a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta put in that work. Social media wise, are you on social media?
Yeah.
What platforms?
I'm on Instagram, Snapchat. I'm trying to get a TikTok going, but I'm on Facebook. Yeah, everything Eslih Owusu. And on Instagram, E_Owusu.
You got videographers, you got editors, you work with anybody to work on your social media?
No, I don't have anybody that I really work with. No. But I'm looking for any videographers, photographers, anything like that, hit me up.
What's the game plan after? You say you don't have a fight set up right now?
I don't have one scheduled just yet, but I'm trying to stay ready. Cause a lot of opportunities can come like 2 weeks notice, short notice, so I'm just staying ready in case anything comes up. But I'm looking for end of February or early March for the next one.
We were watching Boots last week or the week before.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, how is this guy 25 with 29 wins? And someone's like, yo, he just ran up all the 4 to 6 round fights. Is that something you're looking to do, or you're just sitting back and grabbing whatever you're grabbing?
I get a lot of like top level sparring. Like you mentioned Jermaine, like you see where he's at. Like I've been in there with the Jermaine. I've been in there with a lot of top guys. So I feel like I'm ready. Like I feel like I'm ready for that big step. So I'm just waiting for that big opportunity. As soon as it comes, I'm taking it.
Right. Let them know who you are. Let them know your weight class. Let them know where to find you. And you say you don't have a date. I wish you had a date so we could tell people your date. Right. But what's the weight class, who you are, and where you expect to fight next, I guess?
I fight at 154 pounds, which is super welterweight. My name is Eslih Owusu. 9 wins, 1 loss, 4 knockouts. And it's funny because I don't have a nickname, but a lot of the times if you like go back to old fight videos or you see a lot of my old shorts, it'll say like Mr. Slick, or sometimes you'll hear announcers like calling me Mr. Slick. That's not my nickname.
You don't fuck with that?
No, that's not
Where'd
my
that
nickname.
come from?
That came from my manager. I didn't have a nickname.
Okay, he just threw it out there?
And he just threw it out there. He was putting on all my shorts. He was telling like the announcers, calling me Mr. Slick. Well, that's not my nickname, but if anybody has a good nickname, just let me know.
What's wrong with Mr. Slick?
It's a little too tacky. I don't like how it sounds.
What have you came up with to change Mr. Slick to be something else?
I don't know. Like I couldn't think of something that really I liked that stuck. That's why he really started like.
He just kept promoting
the Mr. Slick, but I'm trying to stop that now.
You better stop that now before it's on boxer.
Yeah,
yeah. No. Alright, guys. Yo, it's DominicanJonn. I'm here with
Eslih Owusu.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you winning the polls. I appreciate the people that are in my DMs. This guy's apparently going to be a world champion one day. Do you feel confident?
For sure.
For sure? We're going to see him. I seen him live last time. Hope I get to see him again in a couple of next fights. You do fight locally?
Yeah, I do fight locally.
Yeah.
Fight locally.
Usually here in Worcester and Springfield and...
Usually.
And Ghana, apparently.
In Ghana. I fought in Mexico, too.
Ooh.
I fought in Denmark, too. I fought in Europe. Yeah, so I do travel a lot.
Yeah, so for 9 fights, that doesn't sound like you fight locally a lot.
I mean, I want to say, I think I got like 3 locals, yeah.
3 locals out of 10? That's a low percentage.
It's a low percentage, but I'm trying to be local more, build my fan base here. So.
Exactly. Stay on the lookout. We're going to see him in the future. And then I'm going to make these clips and over and over and over. I'm making the clips every time they make fights.
Yeah?
Yeah, so fuck it. Might as well just keep putting out content. Can't stop. See you guys later.